Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, as we closed out the 2022 year, it came down to Blue Thunder versus Gas Monkey in the final round. However, it was Jason Craddock and Gas Monkey taking the checkered flag into a brand new season of Thunder and the 2023 year for MTA. Can he hold on to that flag here tonight as we go into the new year? We find out next. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thursday Night Thunder as we kick off the 2023 year. If you're new here, be sure to crush that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and stay up to date with what everything MTA has to offer, because 2023 is going to be a year to remember. I guarantee you that. We kick off the January season with 16 trucks and drivers ready to throw it down, all competing for the checkered flag flying off the back of Gas Monkey. A lot of great new rookies, a lot of debuting brand new trucks competing for the first time ever tonight. And these bad boys and girls are going to be throwing it down all January season long. Let's go ahead and take a look at round one matchups. The brand new Taz Machine taking on the brand new Spiderman in the first half of round one. And then we're going to see Prowler take on the Monster Lobster Crustacean. Then we're going to see the brand new Dodge Rammunation take on Carolina Crusher and the Bowtie Brigade. And to close out the first half of round one, the brand new Kraken takes on Superman. Now up first in round one competition is returning driver Mike Council. He's bringing in the brand new Taz Machine to take on Chase Moist in the brand new Spider-Man, the 53 Cheetah, ready to rock and roll here in the near lane. So we got two brand new trucks ready to throw it down in the January season kickoff in week one of Thursday Night Thunder. Who's going on to round two? Taz in the far lane, Spider-Man near lane, down the straight stretch. Taz pulls a slight lead over the cars now, turns it over. Mike Council and Taz rolls the truck over, coming out of no man's land, and Chase Moist got crossed up himself. Spider-Man does move on in the round two competition. A tough break out there for the brand new Taz Machine. As we go back down and take another look here, Mike Council and Taz got the whole shot on Spider-Man coming down that straight stretch. But watch right here as they hit the first jump. Taz gets a little cattywampus up and over no man's land. So does Spider-Man, but Taz goes end over end there in the far lane. He's on the trailer here tonight. Spider-Man does move on. Next up in round one, we've got Louis Jimenez returning in Crustacean. He made his MTA debut a couple of weeks ago at one of our bigger events. Now he takes on the veteran Jason Wolf, the former two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, bringing in the Chevrolet-powered Prowler Machine out of Brentwood, Tennessee, over there in the far lane. So it's the Big Cat taking on the Crustacean. Green light goes down now off the line there. Dead even down to the first jump over the car, and Prowler loses it there, going across the last set of cars. And it looks like Louis Jimenez, as he backs it up off that big jump there in the shutdown area, the Crustacean Machine gets the round one win over the veteran. Next up in round one competition, the Outlaw Joshua Wells returns to Thursday Night Thunder, the former two-time Thunder champion in the Bowtie Brigade, the Carolina Crusher out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. Now set to take on new kid on the block. That's Daniel Chicha Gotch. You guys may have seen him from the Crush This podcast. He pilots the Dodge Rammunation in the far lane. So Dodge takes on Chevrolet. Rookie and veteran now down the straight stretch. The Dodge pull the lead on the Bowtie over the cars. And Rammunation, Cheech getting the big win over Carolina Crusher here in round one. Wells had all kinds of problems coming down that straight stretch, and it's the Dodge and Rammunation getting the win over the Crusher. Next up in round one competition on Thunder, it's the debut of the Kraken Machine. Noah Fuller, the new kid on the block, ready to rock and roll here. Now set to take on the former one-time champion, Connor Legit, and Superman. He's back in action for the second time in his Thursday Night Thunder career. Superman's ready to go in the far lane. The brand new Kraken Machine. Again, new kid on the block, ready to rock and roll in the near lane. What's he got for Superman in the far lane? Boat trucks are staged now. Here's the green light as we kick off the January season. Up now over the cars. Kraken had a lead on him, but I do believe Superman and Connor Legit came back on him over the last set of cars into the finish line. What an incredible matchup by the new kid in the near lane in Kraken. but Connor Legit was not letting him have it easy. Let's go down now to our MTA replay. Try to figure out who won this round one race. Right there off the line, look at Kraken here in the near lane. Noah Fuller, the new kid on the block. Watch him get out of shape, up and over no man's land. Shoots it towards the inside wall. He tries to gather it up right here at the finish line. Connor Legit, however, is the winner of the round one race. A close one, no doubt about it. Next up in round one is returning veteran. We saw him in the December season. Aaron Church and Dragonoid. He's looking to add to that Thursday Night Thunder Championship resume, but he takes on Joey Andrews, another veteran in the Black Stallion, Ford out of Hagerstown, Maryland, a brand new Black Stallion ready to go. We're going to see what Joey can do with it over there in that far lane. Two veterans in the January season of Thunder to kick off the new year. Green light goes down now off the line. They're off to a good start now, up and over the first stack of cars are even. Andrews got crossed up and Church is over in the near lane. Dragonoid lays it over on its side, not in a hard roll. He just got a little crossed up there, so did Joey Andrews. We're not even sure if Black Stallion crossed the finish line. As we go down now to a replay, taking another look, pretty much even down the straight stretch, maybe a slight lead to Stallion in the far lane. Watches it go up and over no man's land. Church keeps it low. Andrews gets crossed up, and right there you see it by inches. Aaron Church and Dragonoid get the round one win. Now watch him skate the truck sideways. Gets it up on two wheels, couldn't bring it around, and sets it over on its side. We're going to go down to the pits later on to figure out what's going on with Dragonoid and if he can make it back for round two. But next up, Brandon Copeland debuts the brand new Lucas Oil Crusader. He's coming to the line. Now set to take on Ethan Wagner, who's taking over his dad's old ride, the legendary Wild Hair Chevrolet in the far lane. Ethan's no slouch out here. He's racked up many wins. Can he knock off the brand new Lucas Oil Crusader in the near lane? Ford and Chevrolet matchup. The green light goes down off the line. They go, they're dead even now, up and over the cars. It's close to the finish line. And what a race by the Ford and the Chevrolet here in round one competition. The veteran and the rookie. Lucas Oil almost dumps it over on its lid in the shutdown area. Ethan Wagner living up to the Wagner reputation in Wild Hair. There's your photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. Lucas Oil gets the win by inches over the Wild Hair machine. What an incredible race. Next up is returning from the December season, Savannah Zilligy. The 1941 Willys ready to go. Little Miss Dangerous to take on yet another newcomer, Jeremy Hiles in the brand new Escalade machine, making its debut in the January season. Staged over now in the near lane. Who's going on to round two competition? Both trucks staged now. Green light goes down on the line. They're dead even now. Dangerous for the lead. Escalade coming back, gets out of shape. And looks like Jeremy Hiles will turn over the brand new Escalade, going across the finish line. A great race nonetheless, as Savannah Zilligy wasn't letting him have it easy. Going back down now to our MTA replay. Off the line they go. They're pretty much even down that straight stretch. Watch as they hit the first jump. Escalade shoots over to the inside of the track, gets a little bobbing up. He does pick up the win right there, turning the truck over. And again, our officials are going to go down and check out with these trucks to see if they're able to come back for round two later on. But next up to close out round one is returning Carson Wells and one of the oldest trucks on the MTA circuit, the Devastator Chevrolet. The truck still runs top notch, however. He gets first crack at the current Thursday Night Thunder champion, Jason Craddock and Gas Monkey, who debuted that brand new truck in the December season. He is now the current champion. Can he hang on to the flag to close out round one? Both trucks stage now. Here's the green light. Down the straight stretch they go. Now they're even. Looks like Carson Wells putting it to him, and Craddock turns it over. Gas Monkey Garage is upside down across the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, that race was way too close to call from up here in the booth. Let's go back down now to our MTA replay and see if Jason Craddock is going to be able to hang on to that flag. Down the straight stretch right here in our replay. Looks like Gas Monkey may have a slight lead over the Devastator. Watch right here as it goes up and over no man's land. They are still dead even to the last set of cars right there. And that is very close, ladies and gentlemen, by inches. And I mean inches. He gets the win over the Devastator machine. An incredible matchup nonetheless. Carson Wells is going to be a force to be reckoned with, no doubt about it. But now we want to take you down to the pits and follow up with Dragonoid and Escalade. Both trucks turned the truck over in round one. Much like Gas Monkey, he's not back in the pits yet, but these guys are down here thrashing. There you see the Escalade crew. They're going to get that car back on the truck. Then you see Dragonoid, who slightly turned it over in round one. He should have no problem coming back and getting that truck at 100% to kick off round two competition. These guys are thrashing. They're working hard to get the January season points lead. But here's round two and how it shakes down. Spiderman will take on Crustacean. Then the Dodge Rammunation takes on Superman. Over on the other side of the bracket, Dragonoid takes on Lucas Oil, and then we're going to see Escalade take on the champion in Gas Monkey. But now Chase Moyes returns in Spider-Man. He had a sloppy run there in round 1 competition. He's looking to get it back and dialed in here in round 2. Louis Giovanni's, he put the hammer down in round 1. He wants to put the Monster Lobster on top here tonight to kick off the January season. Who's moving on to semifinals? Crustacean taking on Spider-Man as we go green. Down the straight stretch now, they're pretty much even to the first jump over the cars, and Spider-Man will pull it out. They almost make contact in the shutdown area, but Chase Moyes and Spider-Man putting on a clinic here tonight. He gets the round 2 win over the Crustacean Machine. An incredible matchup nonetheless. Next up in round 2, we've got Daniel Chichagas, the Dodge-powered Rammunation, coming back to the line. He looked strong in round 1. He's now set to take on Connor Legit, the former one-time Thunder champion. Superman forward, ready to go in the far lane. Now Cheech over here in the Rammunation Machine. He's looking bad fast here tonight. His first time ever on the Thunder circuit. Can he put the Dodge on top over the Ford? Green light comes down now, and the Dodge jumps above the line. Superman's coming back. Look at the slap wheeling by Rammunation. What a race! Connor Legit was coming back on him. He did a wheel stand in his own right in the far lane. Ladies and gentlemen, that one came down to a photo finish. Going across the finish line. Let's go back down to our MTA replay and check it out. Rammunation jumped him off the line. Superman made up the ground coming down the straight stretch. But watch right here as they hit the first jump. Look at the air by Superman in the far lane. Look at Cheech here in the near lane. Rides the wheel stand out. So does Legit in the far lane. But it's all Dodge in round 2. He takes out Superman. What a matchup that was. But next, Aaron Church, we just talked about him. Turned the truck over in round 1. The crews got him back. Brandon Copeland debuting the brand new Lucas Oil Crusader here tonight. He finds himself in round 2 against the veteran in Aaron Church. Dragonoid ready to go in the near lane. Boat truck staged up now. These guys want the January season points championship. Who's it going to be? Lucas Oil Crusader, Dragonoid down the straight stretch. Crusader with a huge lead over the car. Turns it over. And Aaron Church came back on the end, but you got to give it up to Lucas Oil. He was going for it. He just shot it a little too hard up and over no man's land. The truck pogoed on the rear and bicycled him over the cars, giving Aaron Church and Dragonoid a huge lead to go across the finish line first. A tough break for Lucas Oil. You know that truck's going to be fast all January season long, but next up is rookie Jeremy Hiles in Escalade. He turned the truck over in round 1. He finds himself to take on Jason Craddock in Gas Monkey, who turned his truck over in round 1, trying to hold on to that checkered flag over Devastator, which came down to a showdown at the finish line. Now these guys are throwing it down one more time. Checkered flag on the line. Escalade and Gas Monkey. Here's the green light down the stretch. Craddock and Gas Monkey with the lead. Escalade coming back off. Gas Monkey turns it over for the second time tonight. And the rookie Jeremy Hiles and Escalade get the win and knock out the champion here in round 2. So ladies and gentlemen, we will crown a new champion here tonight as Gas Monkey goes on the trailer. As we go back and take another look at it right here, Gas Monkey got Escalade off the line. Watch as they fly up and over the first jump here. Gas Monkey zings it to the second set of cars, gets all bobbled up there, had nowhere to go but end over end, giving the win to Escalade. What a matchup it was. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you guys that coming up on January 28th, revenge comes to the MTA YouTube channel. 32 of the best monster trucks and drivers throwing it down for the Revenge Championship in a show I guarantee you don't want to miss. Again, January 28th, right here on the MTA YouTube channel. But now it's semi-final time as we kick off the January season. Spider-Man, a new truck, taking on Rammunation, another new truck. Now set to take on Dragonoid, who's going to pair up against Escalade here in semi-final competition. Now up at the line first is Chase Moyes, who debuted the brand new Spider-Man tonight in the January season kickoff. The truck's working for him. He has to take on that big bad Dodge. Daniel Chichagas, Rammunation, who's coming to the line. He put down a wicked fast time earlier tonight in round 1 and 2. What's he got for Spider-Man here in semis? Both trucks are now staged up in the line. Rammunation in the near lane, Spider-Man in the far lane. Both trucks staged now. Here's the green light to go to the finals down the straight stretch. They're dead even up and over the cars. It's close and Rammunation. Daniel Chichagas pulls down the Dodge horsepower, slap wheelies it all the way across the finish line. He knocks out Spider-Man here in semis. What a break for old Chase Moyes there in the far lane. Nonetheless, Rammunation moves on to the finals. The question remains, who is he going to meet there in the January season kickoff? Will it be Jeremy Hiles, who just knocked off the champion earlier tonight in round 2, or the veteran Aaron Church and Dragonoid? Rookie versus veteran here in the semifinal matchup. Who's going to the finals to meet the other rookie, Daniel Chichagach and Rammunation? Both trucks are staged up at the line. Escalade in the far lane, Dragonoid in the near lane. Who's going to the finals? Green light goes down now, and they're off to a good start now. Up and over the first jump, and Escalade pulls out the win over Dragonoid. The rookie takes out the veteran here in semifinal action. Dragonoid put up a fight, just didn't have enough for the brand new Escalade, so that will set our finals for the January season kickoff. A battle of two rookies and Escalade. Jeremy Hiles looking strong all night. He turned the truck over one time, the crew got him back. He will take on Daniel Chichagach, the Dodge-powered Rammunation, who's been slap wheeling that truck all the way down no man's land into the finish line. He is bad fast. But only one of these drivers is getting their very first Thursday Night Thunder Championship here tonight to kick off the January season. Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Escalade, Rammunation. It's showtime here on Thunder. Now down the straight track. They're dead even slightly to Escalade. Rammunation coming back. Escalade turns it over for the second time tonight. And Rammunation may have just picked up his first Thunder Championship over here in the near lane. I'm not sure if Jeremy Hiles was had enough to get it across the finish line as he was going end over end. What a matchup as the old Dodge put down the horsepower like he's been doing all night long. Here's our MTA replay of the final round. Escalade with a slight lead over the Dodge in the far lane. Watch both trucks as they go up and over no man's land. Rammunation a little out of shape, but look at Escalade there tumbling in the far lane. And the Dodge-powered Rammunation get the win. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating Daniel Chichagach and Rammunation on your first Thursday Night Thunder Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall point standings to close out week one of the January season, on the lower half of the bracket, Noah Fuller and Kraken, Josh Wells, Carolina Crusher, Jason Wilkin, Prowler, Mike Council, and Taz hold down the lower half of the bracket with round one eliminations, resulting in 30 points. Over at the top half of the bracket, your current leader in tonight's winner, Daniel Chichagach and Rammunation with 60 points. And it looks like Jeremy Hiles and Escalade will bring in second place with 50 points. And rounding out your top three, the veteran Aaron Church and Dragonoid with 45 points. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, will wrap up the new year, the new January season kickoff of Thursday Night Thunder with a lot of great racing action. These new rookies are something to be reckoned with here on Thunder. Thank y'all so much for coming out and watching. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and we'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's a